is Valley News Live at 10.
We begin tonight with breaking news as Fargo's school district will be issuing unilateral contracts to its teachers. The district's head negotiator and vice president of the school board, John Rodenbiker, telling us tonight that we've reached the end of the road for contract negotiations.
The two sides have been at impasse and were given recommendations from a fact-finding group which hope to find common ground. The teachers and board negotiators met tonight where Rodenbiker says the district offered what the fact-finding committee recommended. That included a 2-year contract with salary increases of 1.5% the first year and 1.1% the second. Rodenbiker says the teachers said no to that and asked for more. What's unknown at this point is what the contract from the district will include. Discussion is expected on that tomorrow.
We also have breaking news out of the West Coast where one person is dead, 7 people injured after another shooting in downtown Seattle, Washington. Authorities say one of the injured is a 9-year-old boy. One victim died at the scene. Another is reported to be in critical condition and in surgery. Police are looking for a suspect who ran from the scene. It's the 3rd shooting in downtown Seattle in 2 days.
There are concerns tonight over a hectic intersection near West Fargo Cheyenne High School. The question is, are stoplights needed there to safely control traffic flow?
Valley News Team's Courtney Lockie shows you what has everyone worried.
Tommy Bright and his crew of seniors dismissed from Cheyenne High School a little early. They were trying to avoid the rush.
The intersection is pretty busy, especially like after school when we're trying to get home. It's like a lot of cars and we have to be there for a long time trying to go home.
This is what the intersection of 37th Avenue and Veterans Boulevard typically looks like every school day around 3:30. It's tough to get across. Students say the high volume traffic has become a problem with more and more crashes at the intersection.
One day I was coming to school, it was about like a month ago. I was turning in, I was taking a left and I saw a kid get T-boned like super hard and he totaled his car.
Every time we have some sort of a snowstorm, there's something going on.
Probably like a crash every quarter of the year.
The city says this intersection isn't on their radar yet and indicated that adding stoplights takes careful consideration. Not far away in both directions, stoplights are already in place near Liberty Middle School and 40th Avenue South. Despite the need, would lights into Cheyenne help or complicate traffic flow?
Definitely, a stoplight would definitely help. Even my parents and people are, they've talked about it. They're like, why isn't there a stoplight in this area?
Several parents also took to social media calling for lights. The city welcoming their concerns and calling for them to reach out. In West Fargo, Courtney Lockie, Valley News Live.
And if you are interested in reaching out, we've got links on our website. Visit the Valley News Live app.
Good news to report tonight. Kara Maui, who's been missing since November 8th, was found today. A Standing Rock tribal official says she was located in the Dallas-Fort Worth area by police after tracking a phone call she made to her family in Fort Yates. Law enforcement believes she may have been a trafficking victim.
Concerns with the deadly coronavirus have prompted precautionary steps at major airports across the country.
With a growing number of air travelers in our region, Valley News Team's Alexandra Kay looked into the chances of contracting the virus during an upcoming trip.
The coronavirus has hospitalized people in China, and now there's one reported case in the U.S. The virus looks like the flu.
People will have fever and respiratory symptoms like coughing, trouble breathing, runny nose, sore throat.
And has the ability to spread easily.
When people talk, when they cough, when they sneeze, they can also spread through contact with inanimate objects that are contaminated, such as cell phones, for example, door handles.
Airports in Seattle, Atlanta, and even Chicago, where flights regularly connect from the valley, are doing extra screening for this virus.
The chances are that they have something other than the coronavirus, and if they have not traveled outside, you should not panic about it. We have not demonstrated any person-to-person transmission here.
What travelers from the valley should watch out for is something more common.
Locally, I would absolutely not panic about this new coronavirus. But it's winter season and there are a lot of viruses that go around, and many people will end up with a respiratory tract infection, and the chances is that it is not a coronavirus. If you haven't had flu vaccine yet, please go get one. It's not too late. We are still encouraging flu vaccine. The flu is in full swing right now.
To prevent any virus from spreading, experts urge you to continue practicing healthy habits like washing your hands and coughing into your sleep.
These common sense hygiene measures go a long way in limiting the spread of respiratory illnesses.
In Fargo, Alexandra Kay, Valley News Live.
Experts do recommend postponing any future trips to China. To get the most up-to-date information, go to our Valley News Live app and click on this story.
North Dakota's health department describes this year's flu season as widespread. Officials say it becomes even more important to focus on staying healthy. They say it's too early to tell the effectiveness of this year's vaccine, but certainly urge you to still get a shot.
It's definitely not too late to get your flu shot. We encourage everyone to do so if you have not already done so.
In addition to being vaccinated, officials say as well that you should wash your hands and cover your cough or sneeze.
Talk of $34 million of new special assessments has neighbors in West Fargo concerned. But city leaders say not so fast, as nothing is set in stone yet. They say Monday evening's city commission meeting was only the first step in the process, saying specials won't actually get levied against homeowners for another 4 to 8 months. The new assessments are broken up into 14 different districts.
There will be a significant opportunity for the public to hear what the Special Assessment Commission has to say about each of the districts, and then if they aren't satisfied, they have the ability to appeal to the City Commission.
We have a complete list of the areas impacted and by how much. All you have to do is download our Valley News Live app and find this story.
Concordia College is defending a Martin Luther King Jr. Day event titled How to Embrace Your Inner Racist, a session for white people. It's described online as attendees will be able to recognize and acknowledge that there is a nasty little racist inside them. The description says the session was intended for white people only, but people of color would not be stopped from attending. A Concordia official says the description was meant to be a bit provocative and a bit edgy, and the session was designed for students to ask tough questions of themselves and other people.
The Department of Transportation is considering changes to policies surrounding service animals on airplanes. Under the proposals, service animals would be limited to dogs. That means emotional support pigs, ducks, and squirrels may no longer be eligible to fly. The proposal, if adopted, would no longer require airlines to accept emotional support animals. The changes will also include mandatory training and new forms with a note saying lying or falsifying information is a federal offense. The DOT will solicit public comment before any policy changes are made.
Time is running out for you to file a claim in the Equifax data breach. Today is the deadline for victims to do so. Equifax's settlement with the U.S. government entitles affected consumers to free credit monitoring and identity restoration services for the next several years. Consumers may also be eligible for money for their time or reimbursement for certain services if their identity was stolen. The breach in 2017 affected 147 million people.
Valley News Live 10 at 10 continues with no wait weather.
All right, thanks for joining us on Valley News Live as we head into the evening hours. The clouds keeping temperatures at bay, and well, the road's looking very shiny out there as temperatures below freezing are continuing to keep things a little slippery in areas. It is 18 degrees right now in the FM area and north winds blowing at 10 miles per hour. Here's a look at temperatures across the region. Teens down in the Southern Valley, but still very close to 20 degrees. 23 is for Valley City and for Grand Forks. Right now, Roseau at 27, and the warm spot out by Wadena, where we're still near 30 degrees. Winds are from the north now, and that's a little bit drier air that's working its way down. Fog that's been a problem here and there across the valley does continue now, south and east of our viewing area. And as we take a look at the radar, we're seeing a little bit of mist, a little bit of haze showing up on the radar here. So certainly some slipperiness added to the roads. Where we do have more precipitation actually reaching the ground here from Dickinson Point south towards Mobridge, some bands of snow setting up. Everybody warm here in the lower half of North America. No sub-zero readings, although you just saw Gillum dropping down to 1, but they're still above 0 as we're enjoying a very mild stretch now. Here is a look at your forecast for tonight. Low clouds and fog will be a problem. Southern Valley, possibly into Lakes Country as well as we start our day. There will be some snowflakes out to the west primarily, but nothing significant as we go through the overnight hours. Notice temperatures very similar to what we have right now. And as we go through the early half of the day, watch this snow out to the east kind of punch its way back to the west, backwards of typical weather movement of systems. And we'll see a chance for some lakes area snow. And Fargo, I think we could see an afternoon flurry or two. I don't expect much in the way of accumulation here. The farther north you are, the more like a dusting. Down south, a ½ inch to maybe an inch for an isolated location. Once again, tomorrow, a cloudy day. Wind from the north, 5 to 15 miles per hour, and temperatures that'll be warmer south than up north. Some of the cooler temperatures up there near the Devil's Lake Basin, where we'll see some teens. All right, temperatures near 20 to start your day, cloudy skies, and it does look like a light north wind as you're heading out the door. Grab that jacket. We will warm up, but it will not feel as nice as today because certainly the clouds will keep that sun from shining on our shoulders, which made us all very happy. Here's a look at your forecast in your hometown. A chance for some snow showers across Lakes Country with temperatures near 30 there. The rest of us low to mid 20s, except a few teens, most likely in the Devil's Lake Basin on a cloudy day. Wow, livestock and this horse, of course, toughing it out through the blizzard we had last week. Angela, thanks for sharing your Northwood view on the farm. Here's a look at your planning forecast. We have 22 degrees on Friday. Then as we go into the weekend, it looks fantastic. We'll warm things up mid-20s to around 30 degrees and no winter storm this weekend. As we go into next week, we will have a chance for some hit and miss showers of snow, but look at these temperatures closer to 30 than 20s and every day above zero, and we keep the negatives out of the forecast for quite some time. So all in all, it's been a lot of fun here in the studio tonight. You guys are just keeping me in stitches here.
We're all smiles.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Thanks, Coach.
Yeah.
Later on